Historical Search, General Manager, South Central Railway, Justice Gadadhar, as he then was, he interpreted that right to employment includes all facets, right from the date, from the time of recruitment till the time of retirement, and all policies governing employment would include in under Article 16(4) that also which includes right to promotion. Though Article 16(4) did not speak of right to promotion as a right under Article 16(4), employment and appointment would include the right to promotion because every employee, right from the date of discharging the duties of the office to which he was appointed or the post to which he was appointed, he is entitled to aspire to reach higher ladders in service. Therefore, Supreme Court Gadadhar has interpreted right to employment would include right to promotion and right to the pension, etc., etc. And all of you must be aware of the agitation when was organized when this right to promotion or right to appointment and right to reservations to the backward classes was given by the central government, and nationwide campaign was carried on by the forward caste sections opposing that right. That the order issued by the government of India giving right to appointment by reservation to the backward classes was upheld by the Supreme Court by a bench of 7 judges of the Supreme Court. Then the Supreme Court, then the Constitution, therein again indirectly the 7 judges bench overruled Rangachari case, saying that right to appointment is only initial appointment and not the promotion. Therefore, the right to promotion is not covered by Article 16(4) of the Constitution. Then Constitution 57th Amendment Act was made, introducing Article 16(4)(a) of the Constitution, giving right to promotion also as a part of, integral part of right to appointment and right to promotion to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. This 16(4)(a) was only confined to the promotion to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Then earlier, since the position of filling up these posts is not being made by the executive in implementation of the reservation policy, then backlog vacancies getting accumulated. Thereafter, they evolved the principle that this carry forward would be made only for 3 years, and after 3 years it will be denotified, all the reserved vacancies, unfilled reserved vacancies will be denotified, and therefore the reservation, the seats reserved for them would be treated as general seats. The practice in implementation of the principle of the reservation was that they have no sincerity in implementation by the executive, and the backlog vacancies were being de-reserved, and even when the vacancies reserved for the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes were not being filled up, the general candidates were being posted in those vacancies and they are being regularized. By indirect process, they are defeating the policy of reservation. Then again, 87 Constitution Amendment Act was made, introducing 164B, stating that reserved the backlog vacancies cannot be tackled with the vacancies arising in the recruitment year, and that therefore all those backlog vacancies, irrespective of the period of time during which they were not filled up, should be treated only as the reserved vacancies, and the candidates belonging to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes alone should be promoted to those posts. This backlog vacancies were thus freezed by the government, were released from that freeze and made available to these social segments of the society. Then, on another judgment given by two judges bench in the Supreme Court was, I don't want to mention the names of the judges, that this reservation to these scheduled castes and scheduled tribes would be only for up to a particular length and not earlier. Then, in one judgment, a bench of three judges of the Supreme Court, which I have presided, I can proudly say, I said that when the reservation in promotion was given to the scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, that reservation should be operative and seniority should be given to them from the date on which they were promoted and started discharging the duties of the post. That judgment was overruled by another five judges bench judgment. Recently, another Constitution bench judgment upheld my judgment and said that one, Article 14, Article 16, 16.4a, 16.4b have been dealt with Article 335 of the Constitution and the proviso added by Constitution 89th Amendment Act says that consistent with the efficiency of administration, the reservation should be given and implemented to the members of scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. That Constitution bench now upheld my judgment, and they said the judges who decided earlier case did not take notice of the impact of 16.4a, 16.4b and the proviso to Article 335 of the Constitution. Thereby, it is now holds the constitutional field that reservation in promotions is a constitutional right without any impediment, and the persons promoted to the posts reserved in the central government would get the seniority from the date on which they were promoted. These constitutional perspectives have become an integral part of social justice under the Constitution and now is a law of the land. Then, right to economic empowerment. In 4 judgments of the Supreme Court, I have declared that the poorer sections of the society under the economic reorganization of the social structure, they are entitled to right to justice, social and economic. And economic justice as an integral part of right to life, how I linked with Article 21. Right to justice, right to economic empowerment, then right to equality of status under Article 21. Without economic empowerment, the right to justice, social and economic, would always become illusory. Therefore, I linked Article 21 and declared that right to economic empowerment also is an integral part of the policy of the Constitution, and that the economic policies of the government of the day should be consistently implemented to give effect to this right to social justice and right to economic empowerment.